Hello everyone, and welcome back to Phantasy Star 3. If you remember the last time we went to go to Hazatok to actually go and get the next of the final weapons, Mieu's Claw. Now we're gonna go get the last weapon, Siren Shot. Siren Shot is actually going to be in the Sage's Cave. So what's gonna happen is though, we're gonna start off at Agoe, and then we're gonna start off at Agoe, which is way over there where Shoshoran and Shao was. Then the next thing you want to do is that you want to leave a go and you want to jump on to the boat, to the pier. Once you go on the pier, you want to go east and you want to go north some. You want to find a island that's like a plus with only one single island, with only one single cave in the middle there. That'll actually be the Sage's Isle. So now what happens, there's actually two things here. There's actually one thing to the left and one thing to the right. Now what happens though is that the weapon we're looking for is actually to the right, where we have to go to first. And the people we have to talk to in this cave, because there's somebody to talk to in order to actually make the final weapons. And I'll explain that right now. Even though we basically have all 5 weapons, we have to actually power them up. Unfortunately, without the power up, we won't be able. I don't think you'll be able to do that much damage to the final boss. I'm not 100% sure if you'll be able to damage him at all whatsoever. So you're gonna have to go and talk to these guys. There's some guys here. There's some guys there, the same kind of guys you saw at Skyhaven. You're gonna see once again in this cave, and they basically say after you finally get this, you have to go back all the way here just to finally get your weapons powered up. Then finally, once we get the weapons powered up, then we're able to go to our final area of this game. But first thing is first, let's go get the last weapon, Siren Shot. Now a lot of people also probably knows as well that Mieu and Kara are now holding two new weapons, the Planet Slicer and the Planet Claw. What I did was though, if you remember what I said before when I first got close, when I was going to Mistoke, there's actually a town there. There's actually one town right near Mistoke. I believe it's to the west of Mistoke. You have to fly to get there though. They actually have like some stuff like Royal Sword, and a whole bunch of strong weapons. Unfortunately, all you really need is to get is just one claw and one slicer. You gotta get one claw for Mieu, so she'll be able to attack twice, and then you have to have one slicer for Kara, so she'll be able to attack twice. So then walk to the east, and then you see, oh look at that, it's Siren who we fought in chapter 2 or generation 2. So then he kind of says, at first he hated Aurora Corians because of everything that happened with Aurora Corian and Leia, and then he came to Sage's Isle, and then he found out that really, everybody's not evil. So then he finally just goes, I found out everybody's not evil. I'm sorry. And then he collapses. And then he leaves the treasure chest behind, open up that chest, and now we get the Siren Shot, the last of the 5 special weapons. But before we actually leave this cave, we have to go to the west of the cave now. There's actually, once again, like I said before, some people we have to talk to so we can get the weapons blessed. I'll say it that way. So then we can actually get the final weaponry that we actually need to get to before I actually do the final bit of leveling I need to do to take on the final boss. Once again, while you're inside this cave, make sure you also keep your HP up, because a lot of the enemies here are actually going to be really hard to fight off. I know once again a lot of people are probably wondering, why am I only using healing magic instead of using like my attack spells, since Kara has attack spells. And one thing about it though, I did say it before, and I'm gonna say it again though, because I am gonna apologize. Besides the healing spells and like revive and anti and like give rest and rest, I don't know what the rest of the spells do. So once you go and talk to everybody, then you actually get the grant spell for Mieu. Now the grant spell, like the Mega Deal spell, is another one of those spells that is storyline activated. You can't use the spell whatsoever. It's storyline activated. So now you kind of find out we have to go all the way back to Skyhaven in order to power up our weapons. So what I'm gonna do is though, I'm gonna stop the commentary off here, and next time on Phantasy Star 3 we're gonna get the weapons powered up, so then we can go ahead on and take on the final boss. So hope everybody enjoyed this so far. This is Ryu here. Later.